Dear students, good morning to all. Now we will going to learn about chapter 9 soil. Okay. So all of you take your book students and take your pencil. Okay. Take your book and take your pencil. Okay. All of you take your book. Okay. What is soil? What is soil? Soil is one of the most important natural resources. It supports the growth of plants by holding the roots firmly and supplying water and nutrients. It is the home for many organisms. Soil is essential for agriculture. Soil is essential for agriculture. So agriculture provides food, clothing and shelter for all. Soil is thus an inseparable part of our life. Oh, okay. That is a soil. Okay. Next, what is the importance of soil? All of you listen your book. Take page number 96. Okay, 96. First, just introductions. Importance of soil. What is the importance of soil? All of you listen your book. Soil is an important natural resources. All of you underline the word. Soil is one of the most important natural resources. All of you see your book, page number 96. Take your pencil and underline the word. Okay, soil is one of the most important natural resources. Okay, soil helps in the growth of plants by holding the roots and supplying water and nutrients. Underline the word, students. It supports the growth of plants by holding the roots firmly and supplying water and nutrients. Okay. Next, soil is essential for agriculture. Soil is essential. Underline the word. Soil is essential for agriculture, which provides us food, clothing and shelter. It provides us food, clothing and shelter for all. Okay. Next, soil is a habitat for. Soil is a habitat for several organisms. Okay. Several organisms like ants, earthworms, snail, centipedes, millipedes, snakes, rats, beetle and etc. Okay. Listen, all of you listen your book 9.1 soil teeming with life. Okay, all of you see your book. Soil is habitat for several organisms like earthworms, ant, snails, centipede, millipedes, snakes, rats, beetle and etc. Okay. Okay. Next. Living organisms found in the soil. All of you see the video. Living organisms found in the soil. Okay. Living organisms, non-living organisms, all of you know. Okay. So, living organisms found in the soil. All of you see the video. Earthworm, wireworm, mite, listen, centipede, snail, beetles, woodroach. Next, listen, millipedes, soil protozoans. Okay, these are also living organisms found in the soil. Okay, just see the picture. Okay. Next, activity 9.1. All of you listen your book. Activity 9.1. Listen. Collect some soil samples and observe them carefully. Students, do the activity. All of you do this activity. Collect some soil samples and observe them carefully. Listen. Discuss your observations with your friends. Okay. Are your soil samples collected by your friends similar to ones collected by you? Okay. Okay, listen. All of you see them. Table 9.1. Okay. All of you see the table 9.1. All of you do this table. Okay. First one, soil source, plants, animals, any other observations. Okay, soil source, plants, animals, any other observations. Okay, first one, garden soil. Second one, soil from the roadside. Third one, soil from the area where construction is going on. The another one, the remaining fourth and fifth one, fill the answers. Okay, now I will tell the answers. So, students, all of you should write down the table 9.1. So, all of you take a pencil and write the answers. Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, first one, garden soil. Garden soil, plants. All of you write. Grass and roots. Grass and roots. Next, animals. Animals and earthworms, termites and beetles. Ants, earthworms, termites and beetle. Next, any other observations? Concrete. Any other observations? Concrete. Okay. Next, second one, soil from the roadside. Second one, soil from the roadside. The answer is plant. Plants. Dry roots. You write down plants column. You write the answer dry roots. Next, third column, animals. The answer is ants and termites. Ants and termites. Next, fourth one column, any other observations. Okay, any other observations. The answer is concrete, plastic bags and glass particles. Plastic bags and glass particles. Next, third one, soil from the area where construction is going on. Soil from the area where construction is going on. Second one column, plants. The answer is no. No plants. Animals, ants. Next, any other observations? Gravels, plastic articles, polythene. Okay. Next, remaining fourth and fifth. You should write the answer. I will tell the answer. Students, all of you write down the column. Okay. First is soil source. Okay. Soil source. Soil from agricultural land. Fourth one. All of you write down. Soil from. All of you write the answer. See the video. Write the answer. Okay. Soil from agriculture land. Okay. Next, plants. Grass roots and plant roots. Grass roots and plant roots. Okay. Next, animals. Earthworms, millipedes, centipedes, fungi and bacteria. Next, any other observations? Concretes, glass materials and manure. Manure means cow dung. Okay, next. Fifth one. Soil from river side. Soil from river side. Plants. The answer is dried grasses, hays and humus. Next, animals. Millipedes, centipedes and lichens. Millipedes, centipedes and lichens. Next, fourth one column. Any other observations? Glass particles, concrete, plastic articles and polythene bags. Okay. Students, all of you write down the table 9.1 without spelling mistake. Okay, write correctly. Okay, can you understand? Okay. Next. Next, listen. Next, page number 97. Okay, all of you listen your book. Page number 97. Listen. Listen, all of you. I wonder why I found some pieces of plastic articles and polythene bags in the soil sample collected from the roadside and the garden. Okay, all of you see the box in your book, page number 97. Polythene bags and plastics pollute the soil. Already, students, all of you know this message. Polythene bags and plastics pollute the soil. They also kill the organisms living in the soil. That is why there is a demand to ban the polythene bags and plastics. Other substances which pollute the soil are a number of waste products. Other substances which pollute the soil are a number of waste products. Chemicals and pesticides. Underline the word, students. All of you underline the word. Other substances which pollute the soil are a number of waste products. Chemicals and pesticides. Waste products and chemicals should be treated before they are released into the soil. The use of pesticides should be minimized. The use of pesticides should be minimized. Okay. Okay. Next, see the picture. The polluted soil. Okay. In plastics. The polythene bags and plastics polluted the soil. Next, layers of soil. Next topic, soil profile. Okay, take page number 97, 9.2, soil profile. Listen, all of you listen your book. Soil is composed of distinct layers. Underline the word. Soil is composed of distinct layers. Perform the following activity. Find out the layers are arranged. Okay. They give the activity in your book. Activity 9.2. All of you see your book. Activity 9.2. Now we will going to learn about the activity 9.2. Okay. Listen. Take a little soil. Break the clumps with your hand to cover it. Okay. Now take a glass tumbler, 3 quarters filled with water. Okay. Add a handful of soil in a glass tumbler. Okay. Next, stir it well with a glass rod and leave it undisturbed for some time. We can see different layers of particles in different sizes. Okay. Listen, we can see different layers of particles of different sizes. Can you understand? Are you clear? Okay, all of you see the picture in your book. Layers of soil. Humus. The top one. Humus. Next water. Clay. Sand. Gravel. Okay. The rotting dead plant and animal remains at the top is humus. The top is humus. Below is our layers of clay, sand and gravel. Okay. All of you see the picture. Layers of soil. It's a very important diagram. Okay. Layers of soil. Next, all of you see your book. Do you see the layers of particles of different sizes in the glass tumbler? Okay, do you see the layers of particles of different sizes in the glass tumbler? Draw a diagram showing this layers. Or there are some dead rotting leaves or animals remains floating on water. Okay. The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay, all of you bracket the sentence. Okay, the rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Okay, the soil is called humus. Okay, next. Listen. Next, weathering. What is weathering? Next one. Weathering. What is weathering? The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks. The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind. By the action of wind, water and climate. Okay, all of you see your book. The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. This process is called weathering. Okay, this process is called weathering. All of you bracket the answer. It is a 2 mark answer. Okay, the soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. This process is called weathering. Okay, next one. The nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and types of vegetation that grows in it. Okay, next one. Soil profile. What is a soil profile? A vertical section through different layers of the soil. A vertical section through different layers of the soil is called soil profile. Bracket the word. That is a soil profile. It is a 2 mark answers. So, students, all of you mark the sentences. Okay, soil interior question also. Okay, soil profile. Okay, next page number 98. Take page number 98. Next, listen. Each layer different in feel. Each layer different in feel, color, depth and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizon. These layers are referred to as horizon. See the picture 9.3 soil profile. Okay. Listen. What is mean by horizon? What is horizon? Each layers differs in feel, color, depth and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizon. These layers are referred to as horizon. All of you see the picture soil profile. Okay. Next. All of you see the picture soil profile. The upper one A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, the downward bedrock. Okay. Now I will explain the soil profile. Okay, all of you listen your book. Okay. Okay. We usually see the top surface of the soil, not the layers below it. If we look at the sites of recently ditch, we can see the inner layers of the soil too. Such a view enables us to observe the soil profile at that place. The soil profile can also be seen while digging a well or laying foundation of building. Okay. Next, the road on a hill at a step river bank. Okay. Next one, the uppermost horizon is generally dark in color. All of you underline the word. The uppermost horizon is generally horizon layer. Okay. What is mean by horizon already? Already students, all of you know the horizons. The each layers differ in feel, color, depth and chemical composition. These layers are referred to as horizon. That is a horizon. Okay. So the uppermost horizon is generally dark in color. Underline the word. The uppermost horizon is generally dark in color as it rich in humus and minerals. The humus makes, all of you see your book, the humus makes the soil fertile and provides nutrients to growing plants. This layer is generally soft, porous and can retain more water. Okay, it is called topsoil or A horizon. It is called topsoil or A horizon. Okay, underline the word topsoil. What is mean by topsoil? This layer is generated by soft, porous and can retain more water. It is called topsoil or the A horizon. Okay, can you understand? Next, this provides shelter for many living organisms. What are many living organisms? Worms, rodents, moles and beetles. Underline the word. The roots of small plants are embedded enrichedly in the topsoil. Okay, which one is in topsoil? The root of small plants are embedded entirely in the topsoil. Entirely in topsoil. Okay, next one. The next layer has. Now we will learn the A horizon. Okay, next we will discuss B horizon. The next layer has lesser amount of humus. Underline the word. Lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. Okay, lesser amount of humus but more of minerals. This layer is generally harder and more compact. Harder and more compact and is called B horizon. Okay, B horizon or the another one middle layer. Okay, B horizon or middle layer. Can you understand? B horizon, bracket the word B horizon or middle layer. Okay, next the third layer, C horizon. What is C horizon? Which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and services. Okay, below this layer is bedrock. This one is C horizon. The third layer is C horizon, which is made up of small lumps of rocks with cracks and services. Next, below this layer is bedrock. The last one, down one, last one. The below this layer is the bedrock, which is hard and difficult to dig with a space. Underline the word hard and difficult. Bedrock is very hard and difficult. Okay, can you understand? Are you clear? Okay, students, take page number 97. See the diagram 9.2, layers of soil. Okay, students, all of you practice this, draw the diagram. Okay, layers of soil. Next one, soil profile also. Okay, next 9.3, page number 99. Soil types. What are the types of soil? Now we will learn about types of soil. Listen, the weathering of rocks produces small particles of various materials. These include sand and clay. These include, underline the word, sand and clay. Okay, the relative amount of sand and clay depends upon the rock from the particles were formed. That is a parent rock. That is the parent rock. Underline the word. Okay, all of you bracket the word, the dark letters, dark 2 lines. Okay, the mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Okay, the living organisms such as bacteria, underline the word, in soil. What are the living organisms in soil? What are the living organisms in soil? The living organisms such as bacteria, plant roots and earthworm are also important parts of any soil. Okay, can you understand? What is soil? First, what is soil? The mixture of rock particles and humus is called the soil. Okay, living organisms such as bacteria, plant roots and earthworm are also important parts of any soil. Okay, are you clear? Can you understand? Okay. Next, the soil is classified on the basis of proportion of particles of various sizes. Okay, the soil is classified on the basis of, underline the word, the soil is classified on the basis of proportion of particles of various sizes. The different sizes of soils. Okay, not a same sizes, types of soil. The different and various sizes of soil. Okay. If soil contains greater proportion of big particles, it is called sandy soil. Okay, it is called sandy soil. Listen, the types of soil. What are the types of soils? Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Okay, now we will learn sandy soil. If soil contains greater proportion of big particles, underline one is very important. The big particle, it is called sandy soil. Students, underline the word big particles, it is called sandy soil. Okay, can you understand? The big particle is called sandy soil. Okay, if the proportion of fine particles, underline the word, if the proportion of fine particles is, underline the word, fine particle is relatively higher, then it is called clay soil. The fine particle, clay soil. Okay, next one. If the amount of large fine particles is about the same, okay, then the soil is called loamy soil. Then the soil is called loamy soil. Underline the word. The amount of large and fine particle is about the same, then the soil is called loamy. Okay. Thus, the soil can be classified as sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Can you understand? Students, can you understand? Are you clear? Okay. Next, the sizes of the particles. Okay, next paragraph. The sizes of the particles in a soil have a very important influence on the properties. Okay, the sand particles are quite large. The sand means what? Soil. Okay, sand. One of the type of soil, the sand. Sand particles are quite large. They cannot fit closely together. They cannot fit closely together. That is a sand. Okay, so there are large spaces between them. Okay, why cannot fit closely? There are large spaces between them. These spaces are filled with air. Underline the word. These spaces are filled with air, the sandy particles. Okay, now we will learn about the sandy particle. Now we will discuss about the sandy particles. So all of you listen your book. Okay. These spaces are filled with air. We say that the sand is well aerated. The water can drain quickly through the spaces between them sand particles. So, sandy soils tend to be light, well aerated and rather dry. Okay, clay particles being much smaller. Next, clay particles being much smaller, packed tightly together, leaving little space for air. Unlike sandy soil, water can be held on the, listen, water can be held in the tiny gaps between the particles of clay. All of you see your book. Okay, so clay soils have little air. Underline the word clay soil. Now we will learn clay soil. Clay soil have little air. Underline the word. Clay soil have little air, but they are heavy as they hold more water than the sandy soil. Okay, so more water than the sandy soil. Okay, listen. All of you see, just 1 second listen. Types of soil. There are 3 main types of soil. What are the 3 main types of soil? Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Just revise, listen. Sandy soil. In sandy soil, its particles are large in size. They have more space between the particles filled with air. They do not retain water and or light and dry. Clay soil. In clay soil is the particles are smaller. Clay soils or particles are smaller. They have less space. The particles are smaller. So, the spaces will be very less. Okay, very less. They have less space between the particles and has less air. They retain more water and are heavy and wet. Okay, can you understand? Next, loamy soil. Loamy soil, what is loamy soil? Loamy soil is the particle sizes between those of sand and clay. It contains humus and has right water holding capacity. So, it is the best soil for the growth of plants. Which one is the best soil for growth of plants? Which one is the best soil? Loamy soil. Why it is called best soil? Why it is called best soil? It contains humus, the right water holding capacity. So, the best soil for growth of plants. Okay, all of you see the picture. Sandy soil, loamy soil. See the video. Sandy soil, loamy soil and clay soil. Can you understand? Types of in types of soil, there are three main types of soil. Okay, what are the three main types of soil? What are the three main types of soil? Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Which one is the best soil for growth of plant? Loamy soil. Very good. Loamy soil. Okay. Now see, all of you see your book, page number 99, all of you see your book, the last one. The best topsoil for growing plant is loam. Underline the word. All of you underline the word, students. Loamy soil is mixture of sand, clay and another type of soil particles known as slit. The slit occurs deposit river beds. The size of the slit particles is between those of the sand and clay. The loamy soil also has humus. The loamy soil also has humus. It has the right water holding capacity for the growth of plants. Underline the word, is very important. Okay. The right water holding capacity for the growth of plants. Okay. Which one is the? There are three main types of soil. Okay. Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Which one is the best soil? Loamy soil. Why it is called best soil? Growing plants. For the growth of plants. Okay. Okay. Next activity. Okay. Next one, activity 9.3. Okay. Listen. All of you see your book. Collect samples of clay, loamy and sandy soils. Okay. Collect the samples of soil, types of soil. What are the types of soil? Clay soil, loamy soil and sandy soil. Okay. Take a first full of soil from one of the samples. Remove any pebbles, rocks or grass blades from it. Now add water drop by drop and knead the soil. See picture 9.4. All of you see your book 9.4. See your picture 9.4, page number 100. Okay, the first one, A picture. Okay, A picture, add just enough water so that a ball. Okay, next picture 9.4b. All of you see the picture, page number 100. Can be made from it, but the same time should not be sticky. Try to make a ball. Next picture 9.4. Picture C. From the soil on a flat surface, roll this ball into cylinder. Okay. Next 9.4. Picture D. Try to make a ring from this cylinder. Okay, can you understand? All of you see the picture. Next 9.4. 9.4e picture. Repeat this activity with other samples also. Okay. Okay, listen. All of you see the picture. Okay, all of you see the picture. Collect some samples, clay soil, loamy soil and sandy soil. Then do this activity. Okay, all of you do this activity. All of you see the picture in your book. Okay, can you suggest which type of soil would be the best for making pots, toys and statues? Listen, can you suggest which type of soil would be the best for making pots, toys and statues? Well, if you say which type of soil? Which type of soil? Clay soil. Okay. Which type of soil? Clay soil. Clay soil is the best for making pots, toys and statues. Can you understand? Are you clear? Okay. If you any doubt, you contact with me, students. Okay. Students, all of you read your book line by line. So, read carefully. If you doubt, contact with me. Okay. Can you understand? Are you clear, students? Okay. Thank you.